So, Damian, another drink.
Let's do another drink.
Yeah, we're actually going to make something exotic here.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No, what have we got here?
So that is a blend based upon rooibos. So I designed this recipe for the Capetown Coffee Festival.
Righto.
If we're thinking hot beverages, if we're thinking Cape Town, if we're thinking South Africa, what's the first ingredient that comes to mind?
As you say, rooibos.
Rooibos, indeed. So this is a blend of rooibos. There's some honeybush in there, dried orange peel, some lemongrass for the citrusy notes, some dried rose petals, as you can see.
Wow.
Yeah, give it a smell. Nice.
Got all that sweetness, that delicious, the orange comes through here as well, and of course the rooibos here. And this is something you made or something we could find ready-made in different tea?
Every tea house would probably have a blend with rooibos and some citrusy notes.
Okay.
I would definitely get something with fruity or citrusy notes because we're going to combine this with the coconut.
That's going to become a little more tropical, a little more fruity. And the sweetness from the coconut?
Yeah, it's really the sweetness of the coconut that we're bringing in. So it won't be overly coconutty. As you will taste it afterwards, you'll see that it's not bam, coconut in your face. It's a really subtle sweetness that comes in. It's rich, it's full-bodied, it's luscious. And we're going to make this one dirty because obviously we're talking coffee here. So we're going to add a shot of espresso.
Does it have to be espresso? Could I make this drink maybe with different types of coffee? Could I use a filter? Could I use a
Yeah, you can even serve it without coffee. I mean, if you do let someone in your house that doesn't drink coffee, can't imagine so, but you can do two versions.
Okay.
So a dirty version and a clean version without coffee. What we're going to do, because usually you'd have to steep your rooibos for 4, 5, 6 minutes to get a proper extraction. But as we all know, during the pressure of rush hour, you want to have a quick and easy recipe. So we're going to steam this together with the coconut in the jug.
Okay, so that's going to pull out the flavor as we're using the steam one to...
Exactly, so we're causing a bit of agitation, which will extract the flavors more easily. Yeah, so if you could do me about 3 grams in a little jug and then add the coconut straight to that.
Okay.
I'll brew the espresso shots and then we'll do the rest of the recipe together.
Let's go. Okay, so as Merijn was saying, we've already got our ingredients here. We'll take a mixture of the different, so I've got the rooibos and I do want to grab a little bit of the other petals and the rose, and that's all going to be in there together. Smell that, the citrusy coming through is fantastic. Once again, our coconut, we want to give it a shake after we've opened it. I did give it a shake beforehand, but once we've opened it, it gives a little bit of air and therefore it helps us to agitate it a lot better. And this is always advisable with all of our plant-based really. Pour that into there. We are foaming the amount we need, so we don't want to be wasting it. Our jugs are clean, and as you can see, we've also got the color, so we know what we're using here. Pass down.
Great, you want me to steam that? Purge, very important. And then steam that all together.
So here we're still trying to create the movement. We don't want to foam it too much, but not too little either, just the right amount to create a bit of a contrast here with our layers.
Exactly.
We're pouring into the coffee afterwards, correct?
Yeah, we're going to add the coffee afterwards. As you can see, the color already changed a little bit.
A little bit orangey, just slightly.
Yeah, but give it like 10 extra swirls, and as you can see, it will gradually change color. Okay, so this should be enough. And what we're going to do now, because if we would pour that straight into the glass, your teeth would look a bit funny, right?
So we want to strain it through a little bit first. Okay.
Exactly, so that's what we use the other pitcher for. And I usually like my chai lattes a bit foamy.
Now, okay, we're using fresh rooibos here and orange. Should I use like a powder mixture? Of course, I could melt it
You
through
can
that.
if you like, but I like to use fresh ingredients. And as you can see, if you give it a little tap, also the foamy part comes through.
Right.
Okay, let's set that aside. Knock out some bubbles.
It's got a lot orangey, you're right. That orangey brown color's come through a lot more now as well.
So we'll pour that straight into the glass. There we go.
That's not very dirty.
Not yet, but as you will see, it's already slowly starting to separate. So you've got that foamy layer on top, the liquid part
Like a
underneath.
latte macchiato, okay.
Give you the espresso.
The honors are all mine.
Go.
Okay, and we're just going to pour that through there. Not too fast. We want to try and allow it, as you can see, to layer a little bit as well. So that gives us that contrast of color from the top layer to the bottom layer.
Very nice. Okay, finishing touch. I did wash my hands before this. Obviously, it needs to look pretty in the video. So we're going to do a little bit of decoration on top. And maybe if we can pick a rose petal. There we go.
Oh, nice.
Here it is,
My honours.
your Capetown Sunset.
Capetown Sunset. It smells great. It really does smell good. That coconut's delicate. It binds really well.
Strange, right?
Yeah. And you've got a little bit of that bitterness and the coffee flavour coming through. Ah, very well done. Capetown Sunset.
Enjoy.
Thank you.